We want leadership that actually controls and enforces the rules of all our parks.
Brian Weldon is a Josephine County resident who's part of a grassroots effort to collect signatures to recall Grants Pass Mayor Sarah Bristol. 4,300 signatures were turned into the county clerk, with 2,700 verified. It was enough to trigger a recall election on September 12th. The reason for the recall? The homeless issues in city parks.
It's been a growing situation for the past 3 years, so I've heard about it in a lot of different ways. There's not a single day that goes by that we're not thinking about this situation.
In 2018, a homeless woman filed a lawsuit against Grants Pass regarding the city's anti-camping ordinance. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals agreed with the woman, saying cities do violate the Eighth Amendment if they punish a person for sleeping outside. The court also denied the city's request for a rehearing earlier this year, with the case possibly headed to the Supreme Court. Despite an injunction not allowing the city to remove homeless people from sleeping in parks, Weldon and others believe Bristol isn't doing enough.
She's not telling us the entire truth. There are many other places inside Grants Pass that would be within those guidelines of the injunction for these homeless people to go live, and we could actually have our parks back.
Bristol says her hands are tied.
I think the public has a misunderstanding about what the mayor's role is. I think it's important to know here in Grants Pass, the city council is the legislative body and they're able to establish policy and vote, and the mayor only votes to break a tie, but I can't bring about the change that people are wanting.
In June, Grants Pass City Council implemented a new ordinance called buffer zones to limit where the homeless can use tents in city parks. Weldon believes although it's helped, those he's talked to say Bristol's still to blame for the park issues.
Sarah cares more about enabling the homeless with nonprofit groups, feeding them and providing them with everything they need, than they do about listening to the citizens that pay for the parks.
The Josephine County Republican Party wrote a letter to Bristol. It stated the party did not initiate the recall effort, nor is it a political issue. That's despite the petition requesting the recall stating Bristol, quote, does not represent the conservative principles of the majority of her constituents. In the letter, the Republican Party requested she resign as mayor, but Bristol says it's not happening.
I'm supposed to represent the city as a whole and not just a small group of people, so I'm trying my best to do that. And I'm definitely not resigning. I was elected by the people here in Grants Pass, and I understand that people have signed this petition, and I do take that seriously, but I think we need to see what all the people have to say and not just a small number.